which is the Sailor Venus video game adapted from the schoolgirl superhero, and you know nobody thought anything of it. Nobody thought it was any big deal, and nobody would. You know, it's just. I guess what I'm bringing all this up for is because if you look at some of the comments out there, and then look at something like this, Deus Ex Human Revolution. Okay, you do have female characters in this. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but why is it that there's no female gang members? Why is it there's no female gang leaders? Why is it there like one of the gangs being all female? Because that's not uncommon today, and certainly within 20 years in the future, 15 to 20 years in the future, it'd probably be even more common. It would be much more plausible. If you want to talk about sexism, well, yeah, I can claim sexism with respect to how the male characters are portrayed in this game. They are either like gang people. Even the police officers. Did you see any women working in there? I saw a name, the Melanie Frizzle that evidently Will Haas knows, the desk sergeant. But we don't actually see her. We don't talk to her. We never get to meet her or get to know her as a character. So if we want to talk about sexism, I turn around and say, well, there's all these negative stereotypes of what it means to identify as male as well. And I'm not saying that, frankly, I identify as female psychologically. So it isn't something that, or I identify more as female than male, I guess. The point is that all of this kind of thing varies with each individual person. And, people have political agendas and they want to try to, equate their viewpoints with what everybody like them wants, or what they think everybody like them wants. And that's not really a very good thing to do. All people who identify as female don't think alike about things. Look at the debate about, say, in politics or various issues. I mean, take Barbie. I mean, there's people who identify as male and female on, both, who are big Barbie collectors and love Barbie and all this, and other people who are both male and female who hate Barbie and think she is a horrible representation for girls and women. Me, I don't care about Barbie. I don't like her. I like the Japanese dolls like Lika-chan. But, that's not really my point. My point is that any of this stuff, something like abortion, the pro-life or pro-choice, right? You have people of all walks of life on both sides of that issue. And that's pretty much the way things are. So when people start trying to claim that something should or should not, something should not be offered or should not be portrayed a certain way because it violates their sensibilities, well, no. For any creative artwork, or scientific experiment or research or whatever, no, it should be stated, it should be offered, but, if you don't like it, fine. Now that's not to say that somebody should be hurt by it. You don't want research, for example. You don't want research to be done that actually hurts people. But, although until very recently, that was not really the case either. Human subjects review and stuff came up just a few decades ago. Anyway, and actually this game here is going to touch on that. There's already been reports, right? So, some of the bums and stuff have talked about how they're doing experiments on people, right? And trying to make, like super soldiers and stuff like that. So we're probably going to run into that. But just be aware that, look up like some of the examples of the government sponsored some deliberate injections of syphilis, I think it was, if I remember the experiment correctly. And this wasn't that long ago. They deliberately infected like African American males with syphilis, for example, because they're not really human. We can just treat them however we like. That was the idea. That like the ends justifies the means, Or there's been other cases where institutionalized individuals have been used for research experiments without their consent, without their knowledge, and all of that sort of thing is not very old. It goes back just a few decades to the mid-20th century, or maybe even more recently. So, yeah, you can look into some of that stuff. It wasn't all that long ago. And, you know, that's what this game is basically getting back to. Is like, is it still going on? Yeah, well, maybe. And in certain countries in the world, probably. Maybe even America, you know, as this game is showing, you know, in some cases, you know, maybe there are some things like that. You look at reality TV and stuff like that. Is somebody going to go ahead and sign a contract where they may get killed, you know, for $1 million or whatever that gets left to their family or something? Maybe. You know, I mean, as extreme as reality TV shows are going, you know, it could be possible. It's hard to say. Well, let me go ahead and save here again as I go to meet Zeke. See what he has to say. Bodyguard. Another bodyguard.
I see you got my message, cabrón.
Sanders. You're taking a risk meeting this close to Seraph headquarters.
Same risk as you, considering you're the one who let me go. But I don't plan to stick around that long.
Yeah? So what's this about?
I did some house cleaning after the plant. And I turned up some intel on that gearhead motherfucker who used me and my brother. Chink left the pocket secretary behind. Don't say who he was working for, but it's got access codes, names, shit like that.
Why are you giving it to me?
Maybe I don't like feeling like I owe you. Or maybe I figured I'd send a snake to kill a snake. Take or to leave it, pendejo. Either way, my debt is paid.
Well, that was nice of him, I guess. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So, let's see. Silver at bt.s.net, huh? Sitrep. BT? Ah, probably Bell Tower. The mercenary group. Based in London that we read one note about. Let's see. Alpha Team and Blue are Oscar Mike. We posted packs of blue legs to cover your 6. Blue legs? Extract and secure data. Rendezvous at designated LZ for extraction and landing zone. Reconvene at the facility. Intel shows they've popped smoke on you. Be careful. Facility door code dedicated terminals. All access 7984. All access secure hub login password. Spaxor neural hub. Well. Just cleaning out the more recent emails here that I picked up. I suppose I might as well clean out the ebooks as well, huh? Since it's been a while. So anyway, yeah. And again, if I get time and decide to really see this through the end, I'll try to put some more links in there. I just don't know how things are going to work out between how I'm feeling about the game right now and, you know, the work that I have to do on my doctoral classes, which are obviously top priority. So, we'll see. And plus, you know, another thing about this that I think I should stress is, well, let me go ahead and save here. Another thing about this that I think that I probably should stress is that normally I play heroines because, as I said, I identify more female, and not just heroines, but very feminine. You know, I like the subtle strength of femininity. And I could go into that at length since it's my area of academic study, as well as, you know, a personal interest. But I don't want to necessarily do it here, especially in this game, since it doesn't really match up. Well, at least right now it doesn't match up. It might in the future, I guess. But right now it doesn't seem to. But, you know, I mean, in this game, it's like you don't have the choice about what character you play. And you don't... Oh, yeah, okay. I know where I'm going, kinda. You also don't have... You know, you're not really, you know, playing, like, interacting with those kind of characters in the game. So, when I say that, you know, it's not too fun for me, I mean, that's what I mean. You know, it's so, I don't know, stereotypically masculine and in kind of a bad way. How did I get up there before? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, okay. I just don't remember. I don't think it was through here, though. Nope. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Wow. I never went up there. I wonder if you can actually go up there. On the stairway up there. Not that I really see that it probably leads to anywhere. Well, it is kind of interesting. It's a well-lit building, anyway. Okay, anyhow. Crap. I mean, that's where I want to go, right there. That's where the tower is. I want to go up there.